Today, we're going to the park. We're at the park, and we're gonna have fun. Can you see me?
Yeah.
Maybe we can play hide and seek.
Okay. I think they found you. Found you. What?
The middle is the great spot. Like and subscribe. Sprite.
Okay. All right.
Like and subscribe.
Okay, it's gone now.
It's going. Got it. A good view. Good energy. Yeah. Okay, let me get down first and then.
Okay.
Yeah.
You gonna jump?
Yep.
We're gonna do a pull up. What are you doing? Oh, I see it. I see it. You gonna flip? Almost. You gonna do it one more?
Yeah.
You have to give your space legs for your legs to
Yeah, yeah. Okay. Okay. Help!
No, this is not a dream. You're in the world of Inside Speaks. We're inspiring you to find happiness in your world. Guess what? We outside with it. We like to hammock camp, bike, as well as ruck. That's right. I'm an Army veteran. I served 2 tours, man, with some great individuals, man. We had our ups, we had our downs, just like you go through in life. But I tell you what, I'm gonna share some of them stories with you on this channel. What's going on, guys, man? It's SI. Yes, you hear it in my voice. You about to see it in my face, and we in the place. One thing that's not going to stop is this show. With that being said, man, we're going to be having a heavy topic today. The weight of being gone. We're going to talk about veteran parents and civilian parents being gone from their kids by it be maybe their job, responsibilities, or things that may happen in the personal relationship. But guess what? Today is going to be a great conversation. It's going to be a deep one, y'all. Get ready. Wrap that thing up if you don't want to deal with some of these problems. Anyways, man, I hope you guys are having an amazing day. It's your boy Inside. You may see smoke coming over here right now. You see that? It's not a fog machine, and it ain't that green. This is a vape machine. Right now, your boy is really not feeling it. But I am consistent, persistent, and I am relentless when it comes to doing this thing. Y'all might see me wipe my nose with this stuff right here. I'm not promoting it, but it damn sure works. But how you guys doing today? I'm doing all right, man. Grand rising to everybody that's on the show right now. Everybody in the comments. Welcome to Inside Fam. You know, I'm going to have to turn that into a hashtag now. I've been seeing that. So, welcome to the Inside Fam. You know what I mean? I'm really in y'all world as well. So, hope you guys are having an awesome hump day. Let me tell you guys something, man. The things that we're about to talk about today, I'm going to tell you right now. I'm not here to target. I'm not here to trigger. Even if I get triggered, it's my show and I can do that. But I'm not here to trigger nobody. We're going to talk about this. Angel has, one of them blogs. You know what I mean? And we was deciding if we was going to play this blog yesterday or today. But before we go any further, I want to say this. Y'all keep Angel's family in your prayers. Hell, we keep everybody family in prayers right now. You know what I'm saying? Be you religious or not. Everybody, if you're sick, you're not feeling good, we're going to keep y'all all in good graces, good energy, you know what I mean, to everybody. Now we got that out the way. We're going to get into this thing, man. On today's show, it's going to be a good one, man. Some of you may feel a little salty, but it's all right. We all going to get through it. We're going to ride this roller coaster out, right? I'm just saying, man, this is a topic that's really touchy, but it needs to be talked about, right? So welcome back to Inside Speaks. Today, we're going to be talking about something many parents, especially veterans, carry quietly. the guilt of being gone, and the resentment their kids feel because of it. Whether it's because of deployment, long shifts, training, cycles, or just you pulling in one direction and the family pulling in another, absent leave, kids don't always understand why we're going through some of the things we go through. They only understand how it feels for you not being there. Today, we're going to break this all the way down. Why resentment is formed, how parents can respond, how to rebuild connection one step at a time. And the first section of this show is why kids feel resentment. Now, before I even get into that section, we got to play Angel's Blog. Then I'm going to break down each of these sections, right? So today, this is not one of them shows where you're just going to be like, oh, that boy crazy. Because some of y'all may have went through this, because I damn sure know I did. So get ready, enjoy. This is going to be a good one. Roll that footage. Wait on, hold on. Well, I almost played that one yesterday, huh? I already had it queued up. Y'all. I had it queued up, and I was about to play that Strange Fruit, because I was feeling that yesterday. My bad, y'all. We were about to go back down there. We were about to go down that gravy train. It might be the meds kicking in. But this is the right one. All right, roll that.
Shorter version of I'm Still Amazing with or without my father. His absence was part of my story, not the definition of me by yours. Truly, Lynette Williams. I used to think a lot about what I didn't get, the calls that didn't come, the visits that didn't happen, the times I sat waiting and believing somebody was going to show up. I carried the questions I had as a child that nobody really answered, the parts of my father I never got to know, and the parts of me he never got to know. For a long time, I carried that absence like it was saying something about me. Like maybe if I had been more lovable or impressive, he would have shown up differently. That is what children do. They take adult decisions and turn them into personal evidence, thinking maybe it was me. But growing up taught me something. Sometimes a parent's absence is about the parent, not the child. I wanted a dad, not just a father. There is a difference. A father can give you a last name, a dad gives you memories. A father can exist somewhere, a dad shows up. A father can say, that's my child, but a dad makes the child feel, that's my daddy. There were a lot of moments where I felt that difference. As a child, I couldn't separate adult issues from childhood absence. I didn't think about complicated history. I just thought, why isn't my dad here? There are memories that never leave you, being young and waiting at 3, 5, 8, 10, still believing he was coming, still giving hope one more chance. Eventually, there comes a day when the child stops waiting, not because they stop caring, but because disappointment gets tired too. Sometimes you do not stop loving someone, you just stop expecting them. And that may have been one of the hardest parts. He did not know me. He didn't know what I loved, how creative I was, or that I loved classical music. I was called things like the ghetto one or the not smart one. But how can you describe somebody you never took the time to know? Somebody misunderstanding me does not make their version true. I remember hearing, I don't want that girl in my car. Not Lynette, not family, just that girl. Children remember exclusion long after the adults who created it have forgotten. I carried the name Williams, but for a long time, I didn't feel connected to it. Imagine carrying a family name and still feeling like you are outside the family. Years later, during a family situation where I was trying to help, somebody gave my father a version of the story that blamed me. He sent me a long message telling me to stay out of it before ever asking what happened. The thought underneath my anger was, you still don't know me. My younger brother eventually explained the truth, and my father apologized. I respect that. We are on okay terms now, not deeply close, but at peace. There is a sentence that kept coming back to me. I never wanted to be the blame. There is a difference between being wrong and being assigned the role of the person who is wrong. Somewhere inside me was still a child saying, please don't make me the bad person again. There were moments in childhood when I needed protection, when I needed a dad to notice and save me. But I refused to use my father's absence as the explanation for every bad thing in my life. I refused to hand somebody else that much control over my story. Did it hurt? Hell yes. But did I ruin my life because my father was not there? Hell no. I still became me. I still built things, loved, became a mother, and discovered parts of myself nobody looked for. I became an amazing person. To the child still waiting on that porch for a father, a mother, or an apology, you are allowed to grieve what you did not get, but do not confuse their absence with your value. They may have missed your childhood. Do not let them make you miss your adulthood too. My father is part of my story, but he is not the author of it. Whether he stood beside me or watched from a distance, I am still an amazing person. With my father, without my father, before the apology, after the apology, I am still me, and I am still worthy. If you want to read the longer version of this blog, please visit rawtruenovels.org and share your thoughts.
Yeah, we taking it there, man. Now, there's a whole synopsis breakdown of what Angel truly felt like about her father. Let me tell you guys something. Something you may not know about myself is I'm in them same shoes. Maybe not for the same reasons. I'm going to tell you like this. I don't blame my children if you're going to be mad at me, upset with me, any of that. Because you're going to feel how you feel. But I'll tell you one thing and one thing much. I'm going to love you to the end. Hate me or not. Want me around or not. And that goes for all my children. Sound like a soap opera, huh? Well, let the episodes roll on. Anyways, man, listen, that was beautiful. That was great. You know, it's hard for individuals to speak their truth and share things like that because we live. It's a whole run. You know what I mean? There's no edits to this. There's no going back. It is what it is. And that's how I roll. Hell, that's how I live. That's how my kids gonna live. One thing, even my old man, he was always going, hell, I'm gone from my friends. I told you guys this on the show anyway. And most of you guys already know the story. A lot of things that's been going on, right? But I stand on this. Hate me or not, I'm still gonna love you. You don't want me around, not a problem. But I tell you what, these stories they gonna say about your old man, man, that was good, brother. I don't know the hell you talking about. Man, what she teaching you over there? What they saying about you over there? You see, there's a lot of things that go on behind the bar hairlines, all right? See, when I say I'm on, I could talk about this. I could talk about this topic. Man, I'm an expert at this topic because I'm living this topic as we speak. No tears, bare truth. I know what it's like to be the one to have to sneak around to try to see what your kids look like. I know what it's like to be judged when people don't even know the whole damn story. I know what it's like to have the fingers pointed at you. He is this, he is that. But in our reality, ain't never been none of that that's been said. But see, I had to go through a few stages in life to realize, hey man, you only get one life. Damn what anybody says. Who or otherwise. All you can do is do the best that you know how to do with the situation you're in. Now, we finna break a lot of this stuff down for our veterans, for the active duty members that are still in, and the civilians that may be going through it right now. Nobody in this world is perfect. No relationship is meant to always be. I know a lot of women and men like to call people deadbeats. It's a deadbeat over there, man. He don't care about this or she don't care about this. She just took off. He just took off. There's always another side to the story. There's three sides to every story. There was her side, his side, then the truth. Let me tell you something. PTSD has really been one of the moments for me. Didn't know what I was dealing with through my first relationship. Didn't know anything that I was dealing with. Didn't know symptoms. Didn't know none of that stuff. Rolling with the punches. I'm gonna tell you what though. At the end of the day, you gotta stay happy with the way the cards are dealt. People gonna talk about you all day. You see what's going on with that boy Keith Lee. When I thought to go help a bunch of people out, these people still judging him. So it took me a lot of hospitals, a lot of clinical moments for me to realize, you know what, man, you stressing out.
You thinking all these thoughts in your head about what your kids are saying about you, what somebody else is saying about you when they probably ain't got their life right. And you are literally destroying yourself every day because you're bearing the weight of being gone. Don't do it. No. Now, let's take it from the child's perspective, right? Now, let's take it from the child's perspective. If you haven't already, make sure you like, comment, subscribe, and share this with a parent that may be going through this right now, with a child that may be going through this right now. Maybe with a 40, 50, 60-year-old that's still carrying the weight of my dad or my mom wasn't there. Because they might need to hear some of these things. First thing of the show I will say is why kids feel resentments. Kids don't resent their parents. They resent the feeling of being left behind. They feel unimportant. They felt confused. They felt abandonment. They felt like they had to grow up too fast. And we hear that one a lot. Man, I had to grow up fast. Now, for veterans, it hit a little harder. You aren't gone because you didn't care. You're gone because duty demanded it. But kids don't see duty. They just see the distance. This goes same thing with veterans. You might be still dealing with a battle in your head that keeps you distant from your kids. You may be still dealing with symptoms that you still ain't resolved yet that's keeping you away. You may be having thoughts in your head to do certain things to certain individuals, and it's probably best that you are not around. We're not going to go too far. But like I said, there's 3 sides to every story. There's her side, his side, then the truth. What does absent do to the truth? What happens when you are not around? Bar it be male, female, whoever. For the individual not to be in the child's house, let's break down what happens when those gaps are created. Communication is broken. First and foremost, there's no communication. The first thing is coming out emotional thoughts, triggers, turmoil, trauma, pain, he said, she said gaps. If you don't know what the he said, she said gaps, you ain't been through enough relationship issues. Gaps of memories when other kids are talking about how great their parents is and your child don't have anything to say good about you. Been there. That's why when I get on here and I be like, hey man, I'm a second chance dad. It ain't that, oh man, inside out here just some deadbeat. No, inside is allowing people to live. See, Angel already knew where I was going with this. I won't run from no topic. None. Do I still feel bitter about what happened? You goddamn right, never will change. But I'm not going to let that hold me down. Like Angel said in her blog, you know, I'm writing my own story. Y'all are writing y'all own story. Some of y'all may have never had just one parent in the house. So I had 2 good parents. But guess what? My old man went through the same thing. His daddy went through the same thing. Man, he a bum, he a this, he a that, man. He ain't good for nothing. The whole time been taking care of everybody. But you know what's so sad? When a person becomes unalive, that's when the truth come out. Oh, you mean this whole time he wasn't this, or this whole time she wasn't that? No. That was because somebody was bitter, resentful, mean, ugly, building this whole scenario to make themselves look good just to make you look bad. I've been there. Listen, I've been there. You ain't the only one. To be honest with you guys, for years, I've practiced. Yes, goddamn right. I'm telling you right now. I've practiced on what was going to happen the moment I got to see my first set of kids. What you gonna say? What you gonna do? I ain't gonna say a goddamn thing. How you feeling? Speak on it. Say whatever the hell you want. Because whatever's been programmed and trained in your mind, that's what you're going to go with. We talked about this yesterday. Tradition don't break. I feel the same way bad about artists. And damn it, listen. I got some people going through some things right now. Y'all just don't know. A lot of people come to me and vent to me. When I do answer the phone, when I do lock in, they vent to me. And I'd be like, man, bro, you know what? At the end of the day, you could cry your tears out. You know what I'm saying? I was an artist, so I drew my ideas out. I drew the things I was going to do. All that stuff I'm telling you guys are facts. Pain, next level. Hate, next level. You know what I'm saying? But you see, one thing I had to learn, I could feel a certain way. I could see it one way, but the kid's always going to see it a different way. She going to see it a different way. Well, me and Angel was going through our issues. She saw one thing one way. I saw one thing another way. Kids saw what they want to see. And let me tell you, don't be a fool. And so when my people always come to me, man, bro, and congratulations once again, Gonzo. Congratulations again to everybody out there, relationships doing great and all that. Let me tell you something. Your happiness comes first. A lot of us, and me included, we still holding on to things that happened to us in the past that will not let us grow. That will not let us fill in that gap where that communication has been broken. Where the, hey, let's kumbaya bull as, see, I'm working. See, y'all thought I was going to go there. I'm not for the cuss. For us to come together, that kumbaya, you know what I mean? This is not a movie. It's reality. Everybody ain't meant to be together. Sometimes it works out for a certain amount of years. Then it's like, you know what? This ain't it. I gotta move on. Or you could be like some of these dingbats out here and stay in a relationship that you ain't supposed to be in, and you're miserable 24/7, some days a week, 365 days out of the year. And you're just surviving every day. There's no way to live. I don't know what none of these psychologists, anybody say. You're living like that, run for the border. Go jump that Trump wall. Your life. Kids are very important. Damn it, they're always damn near number one on your list. I know. But when it comes to you living and breathing, you'll do more damage to yourself by burying yourself in the cesspool of hating yourself for something that you didn't do just by yourself. You know what I'm saying? Listen, hey, man. Adults putting their problems on their kids. Dang right. And then a lot of parents use the kids as weapons. Or, here's another one. A lot of parents, I'm saying parents, so we're not doing just the sex thing. We doing is male and females do this. Use the parents as the weight. Hey man, you know he wasn't good for you anyway, and the mama ain't got nobody. Or the daddy ain't got nobody. You still bitter because you ain't got nobody, so you taking that bitterness and you putting it on your kids' relationships that's got kids already. Because your life, you see, it's a whole cycle that rolls on. I have had brothers and sisters I've served with that joined, you know, did the wrong thing by getting married before you joined. Just saying. I got a whole episode on that, right? End up having kids. You gotta go do your duties. You gotta constantly deploy. You gotta constantly be gone. You gotta constantly be, even when you come back home, you're constantly gone. The military comes first, then your relationship. If you don't know that, buckle up for those that are just about to join. Army comes first, then your relationship. Period. We don't do no vicious cycle. I've been called everything up to. Listen, even fathers and mothers out there, even when you may have been the wrong one, right? And listen, ain't none of us perfect. I got an attitude that'll set hell to cold. Shit, I'm telling you. Damn it, I let one go. Charge me to the game. I am telling you. It's not that the truth hurts. The hurt is never going anywhere. We are emotional beings. We are human beings. This is how we express ourselves. It's better to express it in a creative way than actually do what you're thinking. I had to tell the psychologist that. It's a good thing about being an artist. Take the frustration out on the paint. I can take the frustration out there on doing these marches and stuff. But if you bury your life on the things that you have messed up, and you are having these night terrors, I may not know what that is. Waking up in cold sweats because you are bearing the weight of the world on the mistakes you may have made, or the terrible decisions you thought about getting with somebody. Oh, that's that. Yeah, she a bad one, bro. That's the one I need to get with. And come to find out it's the worst choice you could ever make. I've been there. But it always comes back to the kids. Now, the parents could go through the storm, right? But all of the fires and the shots that's going back and forth, them bullets ain't landing on each of the parents. It's landing on the kids. Them rounds is going up and coming down on the kids. It's hellfire on the kids. And now the kid got to choose. Which way do I go? Which way do I go? And 9 times out of 10, it's normally going to the mom. The mother had him. That's hard enough. It's hard enough. Being a parent, period, is hard. But having jobs, you got to think about some of these athletes, celebrities, these artists, people that constantly got to be on the road, constantly on the go. And we laugh at everything and the turmoil they go through, but we're not looking at the real picture. Man, motherfucker gone all the time. There's another one. That's 2. I'm keeping counting the words I'm saying. My bad. They're gone all the time because they got to keep food on the table. I know what it's like not to be here in my kid's life. I'm constantly on the road to make sure bread and money and stuff is still going and things are still shaking and moving. And to where your kids is like, man, Dad, you finna leave again? Yeah, I gotta go, man. The light's not finna stay on if I don't get out here and do something extra. See, there's always either some financial something going on. It's always some type of, man, I really don't want to be with this person. I want to go do this over here. I ain't get to live my party life when I was a young kid. I want to party now in my older age. Seen some of that. Being a manager, you get to see a lot of that. Being a veteran, you get to see a lot of that at the VA hospitals. When you're waiting them long lines, you're having conversations with dude. Dude told me I was having a whole conversation with this brother, man. This brother ain't seen his kids in 25 years. I ain't even scratched 10 goddamn yet. But like 25 years. And he said, man, one thing that I've learned, man, there's going to come a time when your kids are going to want to see you. And they gonna want to know. And I asked, now this dude is almost in his 60s, right? And the dude was just like, they gonna want to know. And I simply asked this man, we was at the Dallas VA, right? I was at the time, I'm living at the domicile. If y'all know what that is, it's a 6th floor in the Dallas VA. That's where they keep you locked up because you mentally are not straight. On this show, we gonna give it to you straight. You can't embarrass me. You can't. I've been through too much. And still came out with a smile on my face. Still came out to some beautiful kids. One thing about this life, man, everything could go wrong, but there's always a way to tip the scales to go right. But what that man told me in that long conversation, we had a long conversation, but like basically what he was basically telling me was like, hey man, there's gonna be a day when your kids gonna want to see you and they're gonna have questions. And what you gotta do, man, you gotta kill your pride. You gotta cut the anger. You may still be hurt, man. But what you gotta do, man, is shut up and listen. That's what he told me. And I've been carrying that for a long time. Not only me, there's others out here. Y'all just don't know how many brothers and sisters I talk to that my situation compares nothing to what some of these. That's why I say sometimes we think we got it bad. We ain't even pulled the scab off. We barely got the little nick. There's others got it 10 times, 20 times worse. You know, man said, man, I feel like I lived a life sentence. Paid for the rest of life, really, dude doing good. But even when you're doing good, the pain, the hurt don't go nowhere. But when the truth come out, Scores will be settled. See, I've had great parents. My old man always had to be on the road. He had a whole nother family. Outside of my brother, me, my brother, and my sister. Get what? I don't resent him for nothing. I ain't even get to say nothing at my old man's funeral. Put it like this, right? So my older brother came. He had to say his piece. Everybody got to say their little piece. I ain't get to say nothing, right? My other brother was locked up, so he ain't get to say nothing. Let me tell you something. When it's your time to ascend, you'll have everybody that actually did you wrong, made lies and stuff about you. That's when they show up, because that guilt gonna weigh on them so hard. Can't live with the guilt. So if you're a parent out here, apparently if you are a parent out here and you are dealing with anything that I'm about to talk about today, and you somehow have seen this feed, I need you to understand this and take it in, and do not take it with a grain of salt, right? You only get one life. You are not perfect, and you don't got all the answers out here. Care what book you read. You gotta live your life to the best you can, do the most honorable, beautiful things you can out here to build bridges for other people. And when you get put in that box or mummified like I want to be, I'm going to tell you something. Your story is going to outweigh the BS. Might be the meds talking right now. But I'm serious. We already knew this topic was going to be deep. We already knew this topic was going to push some buttons. But I'm going to tell you something. Sometimes the buttons got to be pushed so you can what? Find yourself. And when you weigh in on what good you've done, I'm telling you, man, when you get to do that, let's check it out. This is something I had to do. Because I had a lot of anger. Not saying I don't still got it. Not saying I'll still go back and look at some of the pictures I drew. Matter of fact, they're online right now. You can go check them out. I'll tell you something. People can be so hateful. I know, because I am. I'm a petty SOB. I am a DICK, dedicated individual collecting knowledge. I will find a way. Anyways, listen. As you see what I'm just explaining right there, I'm still feeling hurt. I'm still feeling pain. But guess what? I'm going to continue to live an amazing life. I'm still going to get out here and do phenomenal things, as well as you should do. Let me tell you something. Don't get it twisted. You can still have two parents in your household and it still be a SHIT storm. Don't get it twisted. Do not let the movies and society fool you just because you got two parents in the household. That don't make no difference. There still could be disconnect. There still could be resentment. There could still be blame. Nah, for real. I grew up off 2656 Texas Drive, seen it a lot. I grew up off Lego Street, South Dallas, seen it a lot. I've seen some of the I got some family members, crackheads, dope fiends. Damn it, still to this day. But you know what's so funny? Kids still show up and find them. May take 20, 30 years, but they still come find them. So you're a parent on that side of the tracks where I'm at. Don't worry, it's all right. You may have been the one that made the mistake. Matter of fact, you may have been the one that attempted to resolve the mistake. You know what I went to resolve? I went to go attempt to resolve mine. I got faced with 357 in my face. Twice. So the headlines could be like, oh man, this individual is this. The worst person in the world. I can't be around individuals that don't end up being around their kids. I can't be around this. And then all they reading is the headlines, but they skip over the whole story. They skipping chapters, the meat of the story. It's just what the headlines say. Just what the headlines say. So don't get caught up in the headlines. Live in your truth and do what you can. And continue to thrive. And continue to what? Survive. That's what this channel's for. It may be some deep topics. We may not always laugh on here. But at the end of the day, how sick I am, how bad I'm feeling. Listen, the show is still going to go on. It is amazing how many people have overcome some of the most darkest things. And I would say this. Let me say this, right? And you could go look this up for yourself because I had to look it up. Most children that end up only having that one parent in their life end up being some of the most successful kids out here. You know why? Because they are attentive, they are strong, and they are supremely focused on whatever it is they want to do. Look it up. Look it up. Now I know they say, well, numbers don't lie, numbers don't lie. Man, some of these stories and some of the individuals I've ran into, some of the most successful individuals I've ran into came from a single parent home. Because they had to figure out how to make it work. Remember what I said earlier? Most people like, man, I had to grow up fast. They didn't really have a childhood. I had to take care of my niece and nephew, everybody else. You know, that's what they, you know. I'm pretty sure you've heard that before. I've had to say that before. I was working in middle school, high school. Hell, I was working in the same warehouse my old man was working at. Don't make me no better than nobody else. Don't make my story no more powerful than anybody else. That's the same thing as us as parents. I can give you my whole side of the story. She may have a whole another side of the story. But this is the truth in between both stories. Sometimes we ain't ready to be parents. But we see that a lot. It's what you do afterwards. It's what you do afterwards, man. It's what you do afterwards. Either you're going to dwell in that hurt, or you're going to learn how to get out of it. How can parents be responsible, and how can parents respond to resentment? Kids need to hear you say it out loud. I know my absence hurt you. No apology will be recognized. You got to tell them what it is. I told you I was practicing that, right? Okay, I just letting make sure I went over to make sure before I said the note that I took down, I told you guys I really been practicing that. Now, this ain't just about me, because there's other individuals going through this, right? Same like the old man told me at the VA center. It says right here, listen without defending yourself. Now, I may work on it. I'm going to have to work on it, y'all. I'm going to have to work on it. But at the same time, I'll tell you something. The old man was right. The old veteran was right. Because say right here, listen without defending yourself. That means every time the child or the kid say, man, you weren't here for me. And then the first thing you say, well, it was because your dingbat old mama didn't want, you know how we gonna do. But it says, shut up and listen. Like the old man told me, just shut up and listen. Let them talk, right? So let them speak, let them vent, let them cry, let them be angry. Your silence is healing. Go through that one more again. Let them speak, let them vent, let them cry, let them be angry. Your silence is healing. Explain without excuses. Give context, not justification. I told y'all I've been practicing. Y'all think this, man, I ain't create this just to be doing this, man. Really living this. I really live this. I knew what doing this episode was gonna do. I already knew, right? But so more not just for me, because I know other individuals that's dealing with it. Like, you know what I mean? I remember my older brother finally came back around. He was blaming my dad for, you wasn't there, you didn't do this, you didn't do this, you didn't do this. My old man had I remember the day, he had a whole box of everything, dates. That's why when you got facts and receipts, boy, dates, times, messages, things, money went, all this stuff he had. All of it laid out, ready to go. Look at this. It didn't add up to what was said about him. That's why I'm always playing with my kids. That's why I put the video up in the beginning of this, because I knew what this episode was going to do. And seeing Taylor and Tanner and all that, you know, it made me feel good, right? Because it's proven that, hey, man, even though the most precious things can be taken away from you, you still have an opportunity to create more. It's a great thing about life. Great thing about still being in good health. I mean, I'm not really 100% right now, but you get what I'm saying. These topics a lot of people run from, though. A lot of things that we see on social media is they highlight the damaging parts. But there are some good parts in here. Now, I'm not giving no excuses about no parent that ain't even attempted once or twice to do something. You know what I mean? Everybody's got their own reason. Everybody got their own demons. I know you play like you don't, but we all do, right? And nobody has really the right to judge anybody out here, okay? But at the same time, you cannot and should not, and I hope you don't, or you stop doing it after watching this, don't live in that cesspool of pity. Don't do it. Gotta stay strong out here. We live in a very ugly world. Beautiful when you walk in nature, but it's still an ugly world when you got a lot of humans out here. Everybody's not raised the same way. Everybody don't think the same way. Everybody don't have the same values. I know it may hurt right now. I know what that hurt feels like. I don't know it so much from a child's perspective, though. Because there again, at the end of the day, all this still weighs on the kid. And you know what? I had to realize something my brother told me, older brother, like, man, y'all got to do. And it didn't dawn on me until he's like, man, y'all got to chill with the old man. Y'all got to kick it. Old man played football with y'all outside. You know, even when he came off the road, when he'd come home, at least, you know, he'll chop it up with y'all and do this and that. And it's like, you know what? All my old brother was talking about was time. Being present in the moment. Not talking about how much money you had then. It really didn't have nothing. You know what I mean? The time, being present. You know, they say women can really hurt you a lot. And I'm talking from a man perspective right now. But a child can hurt you even more. You know why? Because the kid's not going to care. Well, Daddy, I see you out having a good time with everybody else, man. What about me? I was talking to my cousin at the family reunion, and she was telling me about my uncle and stuff. I'm like, man, I've seen uncles on his worst days. I've seen uncle on his best days. I've seen both sides of it. Shout out to my kinfolk, right? And she's still dealing with it, and she older than me, but like she's still dealing with it. And I'm not saying that you gotta let stuff go and forget, because I don't forget a goddamn thing. But you keep bearing on it, you'll never go nowhere. You'll never go nowhere. Although my brother is locked up right now doing his time, I'm gonna tell you something. That Negro be teaching me some stuff. I ain't gonna lie. I gotta give a boy credit. He ain't got no kids right now. Smash and go, bro. He'll be home soon though. But yeah, man. Heavy topic. Heavy. And I know y'all just sometimes I be watching movies with Angel. And I don't know, she may be seeing my emotions when we watch some of these movies. And I see, you know, it be certain movies where they're just dogging the it be movies where it have vets in it, and then they not around a kid. They may be on the corner drinking. They may just be dealing with their pain and stuff like that. And you may see the kid pull up in a nice car and like, hey, man, you ain't nothing. They throw change in his face. Not knowing how much the man been through and what he's been dealing with. Not saying it's an excuse. But there's always a hidden reason why something went on. And you know, that's the bad thing about what the old folks used to do back in the day. The old folks used to tell you, you know what I mean? The old folks used to tell you, man, don't come in the room while we talking. I think this is one of the most depleting, dangerous things that parents can do. Man, don't be coming in here while we having this conversation. Don't be coming in here while Man, your mama's arguing. Man, take your butt outside. Don't come here. So you hiding the real from the kids. You too young to understand that, man. This is 2026. You better let them know. See, when you start hiding and being secretive about stuff, see, I don't hide nothing from nothing. I need y'all to know how daddy is. Because I get to hiding and keep little secrets around. Guess what happens? They gonna get out here and test the waters by themselves. They gonna get out here and do all type of stuff by themselves. Cause we ain't tell them. Cause we were hiding. Y'all go over there. I want y'all to think I'm the best of the best parent out here. Nope. Your daddy got problems. Yeah, it's funny. I'm gonna show y'all. I'm gonna put a video tomorrow up. Me picking up Tristan. I was filming it outside. You know, you kind of realize I'm kind of weird walking through the neighborhood. I'm in my boots and stuff, and I'm walking. I got my rucksack, and I never really thought about that when I went to go get Tristan yesterday, the day before yesterday. I'm walking with her. We're walking back to the house because first bus she missed. And came in, I know I'm already on my paranoid tip, right? So when I'm getting her, and I'm standing out there, now it's almost 105 degrees outside. Matter of fact, it was 103. And getting her off that bus, now watching these kids come out the bus. I'm not even looking at kids, y'all. I'm looking at targets. I'm not going to even lie to you. Can I be honest with y'all real quick? Not that the kids are doing anything. I'm looking for my baby. And I'm not seeing other children at the time. I'm so locked in. You know how the windows kind of tinted on yellow bus. You kind of looking through the window. You see silhouettes. Maybe y'all may not understand, but that's how I was, you know what I'm saying? And I'm walking with her, and she's like, Dad. I was like, you want me to carry your bags? So I'm grabbing the bags and stuff. It's like I'm in full protection mode, you know what I mean? Because I want her to understand, yo, daddy got problems, but daddy always gonna be here as much as I can now. Not about what I was in the past. Because when you hear these stories about our old man, well, why daddy wasn't there when we was young? Well, you know, daddy was out there managing. Daddy was out there doing shows. Daddy was out there promoting. Daddy was out there doing this, that. Well, why daddy would get mad, man? Daddy did with PTSD. You know, my son, you know what my sons literally do? Son and Tristan will do this sometime, right? Especially Tanner. The moments I be having them, you know, some of y'all deal with PTSD, you know, have one of the moments, right? Right? My son will literally run up there, Dad, you need a hug? And I'm talking about run, throw a little head, and take off. Because I need them to know. This is not the 30s. This is not the 40s. It's 2026 now. You gotta let your children know what's going on. Hey, man, listen. Yeah, that's why Angel did something for me, y'all. I'm going to share something with you guys. You may not know. We were staying in a small ass... Ooh, I don't know why she didn't leave me, but we were staying in the small rinky-dink apartments, right? Small apartments, right? And everybody's staying with us in these apartments. See, it's how I really get on this show. That's what I like doing, is I get to vent a little bit, all right? Had everybody staying with us in this apartment, man. Grown-ass people that could be taking care of their goddamn self, right? But they're all staying with us in an apartment, right? And Angel did something very special for me. And she ain't had to do it, but she did it. And it just kind of blew my mind. Right? One day she told me to come outside, right? And I'm gonna come outside. I'm thinking, you know, every time somebody tell me to come outside, I think it's a problem, it's an issue, it's something that's gotta be resolved, you know. I'm not the one that I really don't like surprises like that, right? And she told me to come outside, and I came outside, and there was this big gift outside. And I'm just lost. Lost as I don't know. I'm just lost. What the hell's going on? Then we win the lottery. I don't think Egg McMahon is still living, so I don't, no, it ain't him. I don't remember playing no Public Sweets house. But listen, she got this gift for me. And it wasn't for me. It was actually my daughter's birthday, right? Now, all these my kids, right? But she got a gift from me on her birthday for me to show that, hey, this day is important. This is a very important day. This is not to be shunned on. You may not be there, but this is the way we can work this out. And man, when she did that, I couldn't go nowhere, y'all. I was locked down. Yeah, I was listen, hey, I'm not going nowhere. Now, before that, we were staying in homegirl spots and all. We were broke. But at the same time, I think with her going through what she went through as a kid, it made it very clear, like, hey, man, it's important for you to do certain things, some small wins, some little things like that, for it to be a clear understanding that, hey, man, your babies are still important. I even told her, man, when I ascend and leave this earth, man, you know how I go when we leave, you know, people get money and all this stuff, right? And she made it very, very clear, hey, this ain't just for ours, this is for your kids and my kids and the kids that we got together. Sound like a movie, don't it? But this is real life. This is real life. It's a real fact. So I know it may hurt. I know it may suck. I know y'all that maybe have kids that may not have your parents in your life. I know it hurt. I know it may suck. But let me tell you something. Life goes on. Tupac said that. Life goes on. This is America. Childish Gambino said that. This is America. You've got people that have taken lives and still is able to get out here and restart life. So there's no mistake that you made out here to where you got to live in a cesspool of self-demise. And for you kids out here that are still living in that world where woe is me world, you need to break the chains. I think there's a song called Break Every Chain. I don't know if it relates to what I'm talking about, but the title works, right? Got to punch that in there. Listen, it's okay. It took me a long time to get here, y'all. Took a lot of bottles of alcohol. Took a lot of that Mary Jane. I'm clean now, but it took a lot of me to go through all those stages. A lot of those stages to realize how special being in the moment today is. Not about tomorrow, not about the future, not about the past. What you're doing today matters so much more than the mistakes you may have made, what people say about you. You know what I'm saying? Wounds heal, but the scars are always there. Wounds heal, but the scars are always there. You can't take back what's been done, but you can always move forward. Sound like a preacher, huh? But I don't want your money. Man, yeah, we gonna just leave it right there. We're gonna leave it right there, man. You know, I don't. No, listen, hold on. Let me say this. Let me say this before we move anywhere. All right. Let me say this, okay? Small wins, small steps equal big impact. Small wins, small steps equal big impact. We're playing the long game here. This is not the instant game. This is the long game. One step at a time. Take care of yourself first. That's not being selfish. That's not being selfish. Take care of yourself first. Listen. I ain't got no more tears. You know what I'm saying? Listen. Take care of yourself first. Then and only then when you start attempting to figure out everything else. Because if you're not right here, or here, you ain't gonna survive nothing this world throw at you. It's inside, man. Let me get on to some of these promotions, bro, because woo, we might need to have an episode 2. JB, roll that.
I pulled over for just a second. I need you guys to do me a favor. I need you to go to jbcomedy.com and go get you a stanky skin tee. You heard it. That's right. And you might be wondering to yourself, bro, why do I want to get a stanky skin tee for? Well, let me tell you. There's a stanky skin special out right now that you can go purchase only for $5. And you can go check out the video, stream it, run it, get your laugh in the same way I was laughing. He is a veteran, so you know I'm supporting all the way. I got my ticket. Go get yours. Get you some of that stanky skin tee. 100% cotton, unisex. Everybody's included. Have to pull over and let you guys know. It's Inside. Welcome back to Inside Speaks. Military veteran point of view. It's only one way to do it, y'all. The right way. Support the people when you can. You may not always got it, so make sure you hit a like, share, and subscribe to everything bro's got going. But if you got a little extra, make sure you go get you some gear. Lock in, get you some ticket, and maybe come to a city near you. He's always on the road. Lock in. It's all the way up. Roll that footage.
As well as, man, we will be in Kansas City, the first annual AuthorCon, Ink and Instinct. Man, I need you to lock in. Yeah. September 12th going to be a powerful day, man. September 12th going to be a powerful day. Listen, man, I appreciate that, you know what I mean? We're going to drop some mics. I might get one of them little... I might come here with a robe. Nah, I'm joking. But yeah, man, today was a great conversation. Angel knew what she was doing. Listen, this is going to be a great event, man. I'm excited. We're going to be rolling, hitting the road. We're going to document the whole trip. You know what I mean? We got to drop off something little special on the way. So it's going to be something glorifying, historic, man. And you guys want to be a part of some history, it will behoove you to get your tickets. You know what I mean? Become a part of the event. And you are in the area. Don't worry. I'm going to be stopping, promoting anyway. Hey, come here. Look like you right. Get over here. And bring some more people in and do that thing, man. You know what I'm saying? If you haven't already, make sure you guys like, subscribe, tap in with everything Michelle's got going on. Please do that ASAP. On top of that, man, you know it's going to get cold coming up, man. Make sure you guys tap in with the Yum Yum Project, man. Wrap in warmth. You know what I've been saying on this show over and over again, man. Some of these kids need warmth. You know what I'm saying? So do what you can when you can. You ain't got it, don't worry about it. All you got to do is like, share, screenshot this and send it and post it on your page. And they will love that too. So as long as the word gets out, that's all that matters, man. And on top of that, man, also make sure you guys tap in with the Angel Raw True Novels, man. She done took over the show. I keep telling her she gonna end up being over here, sitting in this chair one day. I'm gonna get her sitting in this chair and handle the show, man, and make her roll through this thing, man. She ain't gonna have to go and do so many interview stuff that's gonna be coming up. You know how women do. They worry about their hair and all this other stuff. You know what I mean? But anyways, it's gonna be a moment in history. I cannot wait for September, man. It's just gonna be a powerful one. But yeah, man, it's in Walmart right now, Amazon, KO, and the Play Store, anywhere you get your literature from. Make sure you tap in with that, rawtruenovels.org. Also, as well as dreamscapesreads.org for the children's book. All over the world is out right now, rock and rolling. If you guys did not see, we was rocking out with Bubba Dub and really JB Comedy, the real comedian JB Braswell. Big shout out to Charlie Jr. He did 20 years in the military. Now he's doing comedy. He's on the road, killing the game, man. He got up there and just assassinated the military system, but it was so good. It was so good and relatable. Got to chop it up with him, man. But make sure you guys tap in all over the world. We are going to begin. I'm shooting for 50 people, but I'm pretty sure we'll probably end up having 100 people in the video. Literally, we will have 50 people in the video, but I'm shooting for 100. We'll have all these little flags from different countries and states coming in and be a part of this song to represent different countries as well. So it's going to be a big cinematic video, right? So we got some awesome cinematographers that's gonna be filming that. So I'm super excited, man. We done did our show today, man. We finna roll these credits, but I just want to say I appreciate you guys. You guys stay amazing. It's in you, not above you. If you do not know what that means, hit me up and I'll let you know what it means. Or matter of fact, just come to tomorrow's show, 10 o'clock a.m. Central Standard Time. We'll be back again, man. You guys been amazing. Roll those credits so I could go take this medication. Yeah, your boy is here. I'm feeling it right now. The toilet is calling my name.
Another amazing show, man. I appreciate you guys for tapping in. It's your boy Inside. Make sure you guys continue to like, share, comment, and be involved in the conversation. Every morning, 10 o'clock a.m. Central Standard Time, we do it again. I'll see you there. I'm going to make my way back home. You guys stay safe. Roll those credits.
Okay. R.I.P. Dolly Parton. R.I.P. to Eddie Kane Jr. You know what I mean? Mr. Right. Let me tell you something. R.I.P. to everybody that's long gone, all our veterans and everybody else. Little add-on to the show. I saw Angel comment. R.I.P. Dolly Parton. Yeah, we was jamming to some of that music on the road, wasn't we? This is true. Anyways, lock in. It's your boy Inside. I'm gonna leave y'all alone. Now I gotta do what I gotta do. It's up. I holla. Great topic. Great conversation. Y'all make sure y'all get these books. Y'all see the books. Go grab you a book of 3. Let's go.